Alright, and welcome back to some Splatoon Raiders. We got Sunken Scrolls here, as you know. Very important that we make sure we get our lore when we are properly enjoying Splatoon here. This one's just talking about how, they carry the massive power eggs and, badges of honor and all that jazz. Pretty normal things. We haven't seen my favorite Sunken Scroll yet. We'll get there eventually. But anyway, we're going to be taking on that Spiralite raid. Now, for these things, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you here. You're gonna get to see me do one lap around this place, and then, well, not even one full lap. You're gonna see me cut to the area shown, and I'm gonna also weave in finding the scrolls in case you haven't found them yet. I mean, it could be kind of, they could be kind of out of the way. This game was pretty friendly with the scrolls, I'm going to be honest with you here. They weren't too hidden. At least the ones that were in, the main campaign. Hold on. Yeah, I'm getting a survey of the land here. At this point, I still was figuring out, most of what they wanted me to do here. So, yeah. And I'm getting it, I'm getting the hang of it, Splatch It is gonna honestly be my carry for the entire game. I'm a power tank user. Yeah, I think about going to do the next one, but for some reason, I don't even know why I did it. I instead turn around and and go the opposite direction after starting panning that direction. But you know what? It was a good thing I did, because there's a Sunken Scroll back here. There's a few salmonid guarding it, but I mean, listen, man. If you get a blaster or really any weapon, it's not. I'm on survivalist difficulty. It ain't that hard yet. All right, but yeah, gonna pick this up. But now we're gonna head on over to that other one here. All right, this is a Goldie. If you've never played Splatoon Salmon Run before, you may not know what a Goldie is. Goldie waves. Goldies were special salmonid that only showed up on one specific type of night wave. What was their problem? They came with a swarm most of the time. Or the more annoying night conditions. I think the only ones... No, I'm thinking about it. No, every single one of them was annoying. No, hold on. Maybe one of them wasn't. Hold on, I gotta think about this. But yeah, I do get them. I do barely get them. But I do get them. I'm gonna get that mine done. But yeah, I'm trying to think now. Goldie waves. You have, of course, the small fry. Oh, not the small fry for swarm. The what is it? Glow flies. Everyone loves glow flies. Everyone loves getting run over by the salmonid. This is me still trying to figure out how the bot works. I don't know. They just spam X at this point. But yeah, what is it? Glow flies. You get glow fly waves. Fog. Actually, fog's not that bad. What else is there? I'm gonna be the find the Goldie waves, which is I guess kind of like how this game does it. With find the Goldie, as in he's gonna pop up in one and he's gonna head to another one. He's gonna pop up from one entrance. He's gonna head to the next entrance. So, it's whatever. I'm trying to think. I'm probably forgetting one Goldie wave. Find the Goldie, glow flies, and fog waves. There's one more I feel like I'm forgetting. Yeah, I'm sure if anyone watches this, they'll tell me in the comments. But yeah, no. Oh, man. But yeah, no. Find the compass, find the other Sunken Scroll back there. It's not too big of a deal. Like I said, they're not too hidden in this game. They're pretty easy to find. But yeah, I'm about finishing the loop here, so I'm just gonna get it wrapped up here. By the way, yes, I did cut the flyover from that area back there to right here. Don't ever question my cuts, all right? I'm new to this whole video editing thing. I'm doing my best out here, all right? I'll get better at some point, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll stay consistently bad forever. Food, food for thought. Anyway, get this steelhead, second one around. I thought the Splash It one-shot at steelheads at this point, so you'll see me constantly trying to get this done. And I know it looks like I one-shotted him there. Fry was already using the bot to put damage in, man. Like, I pretty much just cleaned up the kill afterwards. But yeah, anyway, here's the end. This is, Spotlight raids are interesting, I want to say. I do like them, but I fear their purpose in in-game, based off what a friend of mine has told me who is currently doing in-game. I will say, in case you try to come into the comments and talk about in-game, I have not done in-game yet, but I have beaten the game. So at this point, the game is beaten. You cannot spoil me on the main story. You can still spoil me on what happens in in-game, though. Please don't. I would like to find out for myself. But you know, it is what it is. Anyway, wrap this raid up. I used Fry maybe 1 time, 2 times. Early on, I'm very cautious with my usage, but later on, I do just start popping it whenever it's off cooldown, essentially. But yeah, we finally unlock weapon upgrading. You know, we get that here, which is pretty cool. D-Cut has something to say, of course, with the new bench being built. But listen, Deep Cut would not have survived this island adventure, this whole thing. They would not have survived if we, the mechanic, weren't here. All right, if we, the mechanic, weren't here, we would not have survived. All right. By the way, if you hear me typing in the background, I'm now looking up the Goldie waves because I swear there's another Goldie wave. Unless I'm literally losing my mind. Goldie waves. Splatoon. Oh yeah, new second scroll. We find some drip. I'm gonna be honest, he needs less jackets. I mean, he's trying to rock it, but like, let's be fair here. He's not doing the best. He's not doing the best. You get as much time to read these as I took to read them, so you know. Also, I did find it out. It is only 3 waves. I was right. It feels so good to have no life Splatoon. I got all that lore stored up in this brain instead of anything useful. But yeah, anyway, here we're going to be using the tactical tank with the shot pot. Now listen, alright, when I came into this game, seeing the little previews for all the gadgets and stuff, the tactical tank's gadgets did not look as strong as the speed tank or power tank's gadgets. But I'm going to be 100% with you here. This level kind of surprised me with how good the shot pot could be and the potential for tactical tank. I mean, you'll see it later more, but like I'm gonna be honest, I was a little impressed with how good tactical tank was. Yeah, just a little squeeze by here. I'm sure he doesn't mind. Which it's pretty consistent DPS, and like it goes through enemies. It's reasonably good. Like I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's like free. It's just free paint. I mean, it's like a sprinkler, but it's designed to attack someone or not instead of, you know, the other way. Here I try to shoot him at first, and then I thought I would get smart and throw it on top. And I do this multiple times, but in case you didn't notice, every time you throw it on top, it breaks the one it's on top of, and then it breaks because it's lost its surface it's on. And I don't notice this until about, like, yeah, I now notice that, like, it's not doing anything for me. But wait, I think I do try it one more time. I think I try it one more time. No, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Maybe I've learned. You know, they say third time's the charm. Not that one. Here we go. Yep, here we go. Yep. There we go. If there was a way to climb up, I didn't know it. And I'd already failed once. I wasn't looking for the way up. Yeah, man, this little tactical thing is pretty good. It's not gonna make me drop my main tank, which ended up being power tank. But I mean, like, whenever I had to use it, I wasn't too upset with it. I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. And like holding off this horde of small fry, just easy, man. Like I think the previews made the fire rate. Yeah, the previews made the fire rate of the main weapon look like really weak or really slow, and it made it seem like it was just not going to be able to perform. But like in actuality, yeah, man, this thing's pretty good. I know I said that a lot, but like I really was just kind of stunned the first time. I remember turning to my friend and going like, "Hey man," like in Discord, just going like, "Hey man, like this is like really good actually." So yeah. But anyway, get a skill point. But we're heading into the deep raid, the level 7 raid, right before we unlock the next island. The fog will clear after this. But that's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah. Now originally I was gonna do like a cutting of like it showing me doing like the power, the speed, and the tactical tank at like different points. You know, maybe like one floor I do the power, and then the next floor I use the speed, and the next floor I use the tactical tank. But here's the thing. I forgot to record the speed and the tactical tank run-throughs. So you just I just had the power one, but it's okay. You get the gist. And also the power one was the most interesting one because that was the one I played the worst in. So yeah. It's okay. Don't worry. We're fine. Nothing happens. Nothing bad happened. I know after the last video, you may not trust me anymore, but trust me, nothing bad happens this time. Alright. Everything is okay. Sorry. I had to make the noise. I saw the drill going and I had to do it. Does anyone else imagine like the blasters make like a little boop sound sometimes when like they fire? Is that just me? I hope it's not. I hope everyone collectively thinks that like the blaster makes a boop sound whenever like, you know, it fires. Well, like when it hits something. Like I know there's the blaster hit sound, like direct hit sound, but like instead replace that instead with like just someone like booping something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing. But yeah, man, look, if you're on survivalist difficulty, I'm gonna be honest, just find a blaster early on and you get through the early game so easily. The blaster's DPS is just really high. Yeah, you can see here, Fly's been like fully charged this whole time, but do I use her? No, because I think, oh, I better save it for the boss fight. It's the potion mentality, in case, you know, you've never known the potion mentality, which is like, hey man, I might need those potions on like the final boss, so I don't want to use it until I get to the final boss. Boom. Minced scrapper. Boop. Boop. And then what I do, I just pop it and the scrapper's not even in the radius, man. Just for what reason what was I doing? Like I said, the power one was the most interesting because I played the worst. The other two were quick and easy cleanups. What am I doing, man? Oh my goodness. Man, you wouldn't know I played essentially all 3 Splatoons, and I was X-ranked in Splatoon 2. You wouldn't guess from the gameplay I just put out right there. You would assume, or that I was executive or professional 400 and executive VP in Splatoon. You wouldn't assume that based off of the plays you just watched there. Walk into the water, dead. Like I said, what was I thinking? You know, sometimes, you know, you have to think about these things, and you have to realize that maybe you're just bad. Missed the damage, the big damage on the splash hit, but it's okay. Blaster carries as it should. All right, man. Though I was like, what was I doing? Oh my goodness. Anyway, whee! And new area, the cliffs. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you here. The cliffs and then the map, the island right next to it on the world map, were essentially the extent that we knew about Splatoon Raiders. Like, I thought that was the whole game was these first 3 islands. So imagine, so yeah, just stay tuned. It gets good. It gets real good. I was very happy with my time in Splatoon Raiders. I was extremely happy. And I hope it sold really well, because I, for one, want to have a more single player Splatoon games. I always think we need a Splatoon RPG. I think a Splatoon RPG would go crazy. No? Like, Splatoon turn-based RPG, or like action, well, I guess this kind of is an RPG, but, you know what I mean? Like, imagine like a Xenoblade Splatoon, where we have like a actual leveling system, you know, and everything like that. Like, I don't know. This game has a leveling system, but you know what I mean when I say like RPG, like turn-based game, right? Like this. I know Xenoblade's not turn-based. It's. I know, but like, look, just you get my point, right? I want more Splatoon spin-offs. Not that I don't like the main games, okay? Splatoon 3. A lot of people say that Splatoon 2 people have nostalgia glasses on for Splatoon 3. And you know what? I'm gonna give it to them. Gameplay-wise, like what was added gameplay-wise, Splatoon 3 is objectively the better game. Counterpoint, alright? The maps were so bad in Splatoon 3 that I don't care if the gameplay is better, because the maps are miserable to play on, which drags the gameplay down to miserable. Alright? Like, I'm sorry, but like some of these Raiders videos are just gonna be me talking about the things that I didn't like about Splatoon 3. But like, you know, I'll try to keep it to a minimum. No, I won't. I will not. I will rant into this microphone about Splatoon. All right, don't even question. Don't even doubt me. But yeah, anyway, yeah, maps in Splatoon 3. I'm just gonna be honest with you here, man. Like, and it always feels like mincemeat in rotation, man. Like, oh my goodness, man. No one likes this map, man. Get it out of my face. Oh my goodness, like, it's just, mincemeat's gotta be like the worst map that they ever added, no? What are the other maps? The alleyway, that map's bad. Big hallway, except we had big hallway maps like Arizona Mall and Wally's Warehouse, but both those maps were fine because I could flank on those maps. It wasn't just a hallway, all right? But no. Splatoon 3's new hallway map decided it just wants to be a hallway. It's like mincemeat wants to be a square and nothing else, all right? You want to go around? No, you don't. You want to go straight at the enemies. You want a shark? You want to be like a shark? No, you can't do that anymore. Hey, now everyone just goes in, aggros and fights, man. Oh my goodness, these maps were so bad, man. All right. I actually had a theory, but I'll save it for the next video because I'm running a little low on time here. As we run straight into the steel eel's tail and get a direct hit for it. Had to give Fry a booyah for that one. That one was just, you gotta acknowledge your faults sometimes, alright? But yeah, I'll save my math rant for another video, another time. But yeah, thanks for watching. Tune in next time where we clear more of the next islands. And maybe fight the first... No, the first boss should be 2 videos from now. Maybe 3. It's somewhere in the future.